is complete. The Americans stepped into the Italian Navy right there that we had blocking. It took him out. He lost 2 destroyers. And he's holding. Now he has all kinds of routes to go. And he can choose any one he wants. I can't stop him. It's still turn 5. I mean the end of turn 5. Looks like they're on track, doing pretty good. Over here, the American Navy's threatening Japan. Not that much of a threat without certain items, but it's still a threat. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Transports.
Okay, thank you. No transports.
For what?
He ain't doing anything. And the British moving a little slow, which I like. A little apprehensive here. They're inching their way up, which is better for me. So good. Keep it up. India's just huddling, which is good for me. And China couldn't do anything here, and Russia's, we're just watching each other. He's gonna let Moscow fall with 5, 10, with 17 men gonna stand back here and jack off while Moscow's falling. But hey, it ain't my army. All right, what do you guys got to say? Anything?
We're gonna win.
You're gonna win. You? Russia?
Same thing.
Russia?
GG. I think we could clutch it.
We're winning.
All right, they think they're winning. That's good. It is tough. We'll see what happens here. All right, turn 6. What's your deal?
I feel very confident over here in the Middle East. Apprehensive because if I'm moving my guys up, Japan, you know,
Okay.
all that stuff.
So you're scared. I got it.
In India.
And then here you're good.
Here.
Okay, so in my introduction video, I stated that if I went after Russia by turn 5, I can have as much money as the Japanese were taken from India down here. So let's say India would have fell on turn 5, maybe even turn 6, usually I saw in the videos. And then they're saying it's too much of resources to take Russia, but at the end of turn 5, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have $6 from Russia at the end of turn 5. So that's what I'm talking about. $6 off the Russians with the Germans taking them on this side, to me, is worth it. Whether I'm hitting Russian units or killing Russian units, the money is a key factor, and that's why I do it. So, and you can see here, turn 6 is not going to be good. It's not going to be very friendly to the Russians. Okay, so turn number 6 is complete, right?
Yeah.
We've completed 10 turns. That American fleet that came down the Mediterranean unloaded its men there, and I don't know if you noticed, but I don't notice any more American fleet there. So it was taken out in a joint effort by the Germans and the Italians. The transports are destroyed, and he's stranded. Now he's starting to build another one. I got sub-force, still an aircraft carrier blocking him. We'll see how that goes. I shifted this whole army this way, kind of weakened the defense on the coast to deal with the Americans there. I can always shift back when I feel the threat coming again. We are on Moscow's doorstep. Russia tried to take out 3 tanks in this territory, and he lost a plane and 3 men on it. And the plane, I think, really helps me in Moscow. The Japanese are there. Over there, we're having a standoff, a Mexican standoff, they call it. I brought a Japanese force around here, and the British ran over to Egypt. They're ready to hit Egypt. That battle's going to come next. And I got the Japanese coming over to help. The Anzacs, little sideshow there, New Guinea. And then he brought most of his fleet back to Honolulu when I threatened it. And he left a little bit here in America, in Japan. He's going to try to do some convoy duties here. So we'll see how that goes. There's still no naval engagement in the Pacific as of yet. The Americans can't seem to track down the Japanese Navy. I'm elusive as the Native Americans, how they always ran from the Army, only fought when they wanted to. That's what he's dealing with here in the Pacific on me. Any comments? This is the guy handling the Pacific Fleet, Admiral Nimitz. Nimitz, what do you got?
We're still gonna win.
This is Zukov.
You're gonna win.
This is Montgomery.
We're gonna win. We need to clutch this, guys.
And this
gonna win.
is
The other guy, another general.
shoot, I can't even think of his name. Come on, what's the American general? Patton. Yeah, Patton. This is Patton.
Gonna win.
They still think they're in a good spot to win. They, you know, it's still. Remember, 5 turn and 6 is still teeter-totter here. So, all right, we're starting turn 7.
Yeah. Wait, what was the?
Well, we had to take another break on turn 7. And the British, building up there, did take Egypt back with 1 tank left in that battle. So, tough battle. That was a tough battle. So, I think next turn we'll be fighting Moscow. I'll waste the entire German army on Moscow and swallow them up with the Japanese that's there. Stalingrad's fallen, Leningrad's fallen. When Moscow falls, that'll give me 7 objectives. I got to come right back here. I'm going to build some Japanese transports, a couple, get the German carrier over here, and just transport the Italian army. They're going to attack the Americans next. Americans moved up a little bit. They're threatening here. I'm going to attack them. I bought 2 fighters last turn, so I still got 2 fighters and a bomber. I threw all my fighters. I had 3 fighters. I threw them down in Egypt to help fight it. But I got 2 fighters and a bomber with that Italian army that's going to attack the Americans right there. So I should beat it and then get them off and get back down to Egypt. So that's the game plan. I still have 3 transports in the water. I can buy a couple more, buy some more men, and I'm going to funnel right back down to Egypt. I think I can get there before he can. I'm going to use this Japanese fleet, and I'm going to attack the British fleet that's there, hopefully destroying most of it. I may not win, but he should not be left with much. I want to attack Persia, and I only have 1 infantry brought over. But I do have planes. I can go 1, 2. Yeah, I can use planes, the infantry, planes here, and I can take that from him. That way he can't get back up here too quick. I don't know, I'll see. I'll have to think about that. Anyways, Cairo was retaken. And remember what I was saying about the Americans? They lost this fleet. This will be done. And he's trying to gear back up, but he does not have the force that he did before right now. I went after him with 8 subs. All 8 subs missed the attack. He came back and killed 4 subs, so I retreated. But I did buy 4 more subs. I put 3 here off the coast, 1 there. I'm going to keep coming at him with subs. It's cheaper. Until I get Moscow done, which I'm going for next turn, I'm going to keep coming out with subs. Then I'm going to build the Navy. The British is really choking here, I think. He's been building up here so much, and it did take everything he had to get Cairo, but he's not doing nothing with the forces on England. So I'm talking about the kids kind of struggle a little bit with that kind of stuff. And still here, we're just watching each other. I got the Japanese watching them there. I got the Japanese watching them there while the rest is just running around. Anzacs came up, took New Guinea, and they were complaining. Kids were arguing. I got them arguing with each other now because the Americans aren't doing enough against me over here. But I try to explain to them it's sort of like the Indians in the Indian War in America. The Indian Wars, you know, the Indians fought when and where they wanted to. They only attacked when they believed they could win. They usually did ambushes, and very rare for them to stand and fight like they did against Custer at the Wichita River or the Little Bighorn. They really don't get into big fights like that. They hit and run. And that's what I do with the Japanese Navy. He can't pin me down. He tried to split his force a turn before and maneuver me. I maneuvered with him. Then I threatened Honolulu, and he came back to Honolulu. I start building some airplanes here. I got a carrier and cruiser going here because I'm making more money than the Americans are now. I got $85. He's got like 72. So we'll see. I think I got it handled. up a couple. I want to put a couple battleships there. I'm just going to keep building. Maybe a couple battleships, reinforce this, and get ready for the big battle. Because Moscow's going to fall here next turn, I believe. I'm going to take it. The only thing that will keep their morale up and keep them continue fighting is if they annihilate this Japanese fleet and figure they can take Japan in a turn or two. Then they'll keep fighting me. But if I can show them you can't defeat this fleet, I think they'll surrender right after Moscow falls or soon after. We'll see. That taking Cairo back.
I felt like I could have done a little bit better, maybe saved a few more guys. I literally only have one tank left. But
So you're not happy about it?
I'm a little disappointed, but
Okay,
I got what I got.
Okay. That's what I want to know. Because I'm a little happy about it. So I imagine you got to be a little disappointed about it.
Yeah.
You're just talking about how lame it was that he bought his artillery and it never made it to the battle.
Yeah. The tank should have been bought
So,
second.
Whatever. Little tactical errors. Okay.
Yeah.
Africa?
Oh, yeah,
India? Whatever. Let's go. Looks like you got a convoy system going there. Nice little force there. India?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Why, did you want to attack that? You want to attack the man? I mean, because we just rushed this battle here.
Yeah, well, I'll attack him.
Okay, then attack him.
Yeah, jeez.
Reinforced Burma?
Yep.
Why is that?
I feel like it'll be more useful because you do not have many people at the Shan State. Or, you do have quite a bit of a force there, but I feel like it'll be more useful if I reinforce it because these guys are in India pretty much doing nothing. So,
okay,
why not reinforce Burma?
Alright, you're not shifting the ships then?
Not at the moment.
Okay,
I prefer to
then
keep my
put your men down. Well, it's Italy's turn, and I'm going to build up some ships and some planes because I'm trying to get rid of that British force, and the Americans are trying to come in again. So, I'm going to go back into Egypt because I still have a route to get in there. It's not blocked yet, and I'm going to take out those Americans right there. Italy took back Egypt and took the Americans out of the Balkan area. So Moscow had fallen, the Cairo had fallen, two major cities. Not a good turn for the Allies, and the American force was wiped off of Europe. Not looking good. Oh, now, yeah, it's all too late.
Yeah.
They're very excited because the Anzacs came up and took the Philippines. A red city. So that's it? They're done?
I got it. Let me see. Yeah, I said, yep, I'm done.
Okay.
What you got on that?
Japan has lost the Philippines.
Back.
This is the battle for Moscow right here. Here's the forces. Okay, here we go. I was like starting up there for. Wow. 3. Take 3 back, Christopher, please. Oh, before we go, take 4 shots. No, 6 shots. You need ones.
I'll do 5 first.
Oh! Ooh, 2.
We're already winning.
Shot down 2 fighters. Okay, there's my dead. Now take 3 off for the bomber shots.
Come on, son, we gotta win this.
Yes, I do. 1, 2, 3. 3 with those. Not good. 3 out of 9.
Oh, seems like squares are doing.
So you're gonna take 3 more back. 5, 6, 7 more.
See what you got there.
That's better.
Oh gosh.
So I got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 more now with that group. So 8 more. 2s. Only 1. It's another dead. 6 and 6. None. And another one. 2 hits.
Oh,
so
dude,
2
come
more
on.
dead. So if we take the 5 off, we'll put 3 on there. All right, your roll, Christopher.
All right, now we're gonna win.
Oh, you know what?
Time to win,
you
boys.
take these 2 off.
Oh yeah.
instead of your men.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with the bombers.
2 fighters,
Oh!
2 hits.
Let's go. No misses. No misses, Chris.
That's 1.
Come on, baby. Oh!
3.
Dang.
You got 3.
We got a chance, boys. Oh!
4.
Dang. Russian tanks.
We have one more, right?
All right.
Oh!
Wow.
There we go.
Skills.
I'm gonna take.
Boys.
Now it's time for all the 2s. This is where the power's in. He's got like at least a...
There's
Ooh.
5.
Come on, you got a clutch.
Oh, all right.
1.
Oh, okay. No.
Alright. Here we go, son. Here we go. This is gonna be a better day. Ooh,
2 more.
Tomorrow's another day. Ah!
None.
Then,
Ah!
None. All right.
and then I got the dead ones.
Okay.
Ah!
Wow.
Oh!
3 more.
Yeah,
Wow.
2 more.
3 more, right?
I
Okay.
told you, say your
2
prayers.
more, cuz. Hey!
All right.
Man, that looks pretty even if you ask
Yep.
me.
Back to me.
How many did you lose?
Right here is what I lost.
So you
That's
lost
what he
12
lost.
dudes. You lost...
9, 6, 7, 8.
Here we go.
Oh, you lost more.
Ooh, 3 hits, Christopher. Get these guys. These guys are dead too. Okay. Here's 9. Yeah, I didn't do good with this roll last time. I only got 2. Let's go. A little better. There's 4. Okay. And then another 7, I believe it was. Okay. And 2 more. And then 3. And that's it. Okay, your turn. Shoot. Let's go. Tanks aren't hitting as much as they should.
Fighters.
Fighters kill 1.
Here we go, cuz. All hit.
Got this.
All hit.
Only 1. Oh, nice.
But these are gonna
Okay,
be all
so
hits.
you want to
already know.
go 7 men?
187.
They're going 5. Okay, 1 more.
Oh my gosh. He's got all tanks now.
Okay, you rolled 5, right? And
Ooh.
2 more.
So I'm talking about, son. No, it's missed.
1 more.
And then
Now that was 15 rolls, right?
There's 4 left.
Well, you rolled 7 and 5 is 12. Yeah, okay.
Oh, it's baby.
Ooh,
3 hits.
Wow.
Dang, kill those tanks.
Yeah, you did. Okay, back to me. All right, baby, we got to do
This is a
good
lot
here.
closer than I thought.
4. 2 hits. That's 2 more men. And then 1, 2,
We're gonna
3.
hold out. This is where the winter kicks in.
Ooh, 2 more hits.
Oh.
And then 7.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking
And
about, son.
2 more. So 4 total. So 1 guy's left. Okay, back to you.
Alright.
Dang, bro, you're surviving. Here we go. Oh! GG, fam. Here we go, son. Come on, baby. Hey, y'all.
2 more.
Alright. Yeah! Oh!
Oh, got it.
What?
That was another one.
That was another one.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang!
Okay,
Now-
so what do you got here? 5, 6, 7?
Yep.
All right.
Maybe just got to the Japanese after this. Oh,
2?
2.
Yeah, 2.
Decent. Come on, son. Come on, son.
Hey.
1 more.
All right.
Yeah.
Dang, he's getting
Oh,
destroyed.
look at
Okay, back to me.
Germans ain't as strong as I thought.
4. 3 hits.
3. Oh
No.
my gosh.
So, we'll take it.
Oh,
Man, my tanks were just... tanks are not rolling good, man.
Oh!
1 hit. 1 hit.
One
Oh,
hit.
got
Easy.
one. Who can't lose like this? Oh,
1
1.
hit.
Nards. How many did you roll? 4?
Yeah, 2 tanks right now.
Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
And then 1 guy.
That's 2 hits?
Shooting those planes out of the air. Oh!
Yeah.
God.
The dude shot
How
on
many
a
is
fighter. 5, I think?
Yeah.
No, well, I already took the tanks off. He got 3 more. Is what I'm saying.
That dude shot out of
Alright.
airplane. Dang, Journey.
You retreating?
Yeah,
Hey, clutch! Clutch!
Look at that. Cleared the board.
Shoot his
Now it's time for the Americans and the British to start coming in. Look how weak Germany is now.
The .3.
Yeah. Okay, so Moscow held out, man. And it's Moscow's turn right now.
See, how much money is he making?
So he bought himself one more turn.
I think this
So now the Japanese are attacking Moscow. Let's see if he can hold out this one. 1, 2, 4 dice. Here we go. And 3 hits. Oh, 4 hits. 4.
Dang.
Okay. And 1, 2, 3. That's 5 more. There, that's the roll I'm talking about. 5 more. Gotcha. Okay, who you rolling with first?
Planes.
Okay, go ahead. 2 hits.
Yeah. What?
Now you're rolling 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and then 6 minutes. Yeah. 1.
She does.
Oh, I got a man. Shoot. Okay, let's go another round. All right, guys, let's finish this guy off if I can here. We need some good rolls here. I need 3 kills. Here's 4. Here's 4. And
Oh.
2. 2 are dead, and 2 tanks.
Comes down to these rolls.
Yes, all dead.
Oh, the Russians are dead.
All right,
Russia.
what are you going with? 2 fighters? Missed. Oh no, 1's a hit. Sorry. And then 2 hits, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I got to take 1 tank off. 1 takes Moscow, and you got 3 total.
2.
2. Okay. And we'll take 1 jet off. Whew. Dang, man.
Moscow has fallen.
Moscow has fallen to the Japanese.
With 1
And people don't know why. This is why I bring the Japanese army over here. Because I don't want to keep fighting back and forth. But, okay. Stay out here. I can stay out here. Okay, Moscow has fallen. The German and Japanese are going to turn down in the Middle East. Take care of the British there. I'm going to build up and hold off the Americans as they try to come back. I have about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 12 submarines and a carrier. The Japanese will come over and help to get rid of this force. And over here, I just backed this up so he can't reach me. He has no transports. And then I blocked the sea zone from all of this hitting this force. So he has this force that can try to take me on. But I think I can win it. And then we're left with these again. He couldn't trap the Japanese Navy. And this one, I'm going to start out building them there pretty soon. I'll probably build another factory. I mean, the Japanese are getting like $80. I'll build probably a couple factories and start swarming India. It's all up to what they can do against the Germans. Right now I have 8 cities, but it's the Americans' turn. And it just depends if they want to keep fighting or not. What are you guys going to do? Let's go around the table. You, surrender or keep going?
I'll keep going.
Surrender, keep going.
Surrender.
Surrender, keep going.
Surrender.
Surrender, keep going.
Keep going. No.
Yeah.
Surrender? All right, we have 3 surrenders.
Alright, I'll surrender.
All right. Good game, guys. First of all, you ran the Pacific. What happened? Let me ask the Russian guy, because the Russian guy, Stalin's usually pretty vocal. What happened in the Pacific again?
Nothing, he sat back.
Nothing. Okay, now, what do you need to do in the Pacific?
Take islands.
Okay.
I mean,
Is that it? Is that going to win you?
Transports.
Where's your
Take the
transports at?
transports,
Yes, you
yeah.
got none. You never had transports threatening me. Ever. That's what I looked at here again was I looked at where's his transports, and I'm looking and I go, dang, he has like 2 transports in this whole army. And they're over here. I'm not sweating it. I mean, the Anzacs put more pressure on me than the Americans did. All I had to worry about was not losing a huge battle to this. And that's all I did is matched your builds, which I can match it. So you got to come up with something different. Russia, how did you think Russia did, Nathan?
I think they did pretty good.
They held out. I think it went 8 turns.
Yeah.
This game went 8 turns before I took Moscow down.
I only have one thing to tell Russia. Those guys were doing absolutely nothing.
Well,
What else were they gonna do?
okay, in their defense, he tied down this Japanese force. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I mean, he
you
could
can,
have.
you can go at that. I would have preferred more Russians over here. That's me. And my thing is, if you leave a Russian one behind, what am I going to lose? One Japanese here and there, one Japanese, right? You start whittling down the Japanese army, and maybe you put up a fight here. You know, why my supply line stretch. That's what we're doing to the Americans. He has to stretch out. He lost his American force. Where is he again? Where'd the Americans go? Would the American?
I should have built another navy.
Right behind the other one. You guys have to have it going. That's why, sorry to say, guys, in most games, you can't do this and do that. You got to kind of concentrate on one until they get a foothold. Then this, all this building.
Dang.
Did it do any
so
good?
True.
Does that Navy do any good? How many times have we seen an American Navy sitting there doing nothing?
Every single
Because
time.
the Japanese Navy's watching them. You
Damn,
guys,
we should just focus on this side.
yes, you got to come up with a
They
better
have a bunch
plan.
of transport
What about
just
me?
freaking invade.
Okay,
and go
how
ham, and
do you
just
think the
defend.
British did?
I think they did good. I feel like if they attacked Russia.
You should have came up with
Okay,
that
so you
too.
think they would, and with this Persian force, they should have helped Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't even.
What do you
reach
think?
it. No, I told you. I told
Maybe
you what
I
should
would say
do.
it really
Remember, I
depends
asked your
because the
opinion.
Japanese forces were
Christopher.
also there. If I attack the Japanese, I'm really just stalling more for Russia.
Well, I may tend to agree with this because if you come into Stalingrad, that's an objective city, just like that is.
Yeah.
And there was nobody to fight there at the time. Yeah, you would be taking on the Japanese eventually,
Yeah.
but now you have a British army and a Russian army.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just what you
Just like
you
Stalin
took that
did.
back, but you didn't keep it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're coming again, and you might take it again, but now I'm just going to turn the Japanese, the Italians, Japanese, and Germans are all going this way. Why I build up ships and hit you on this side too? You know what I mean?
Actually, this is our plan. We didn't want communism in the world anymore, so we let Russia die.
All right.
That was the real plan.
Okay. What do you what do you think how Russia did? Yeah.
Russia, I think they did good, but they kind of fell easier at Leningrad than usual. I mean, he didn't have too many guys at Leningrad from last I saw.
Yeah, you're gonna die anyways.
Well, you need to build up in Leningrad
Yeah.
also.
I don't know. I don't know if Leningrad, is. I don't know. I wouldn't waste too many men on it. And how do you think the Americans did?
Terrible.
You? Okay.
Douglas, you know they did bad.
All right. I want to.
Okay, yeah, they didn't do too good.
Okay, I'm going to bring up one last point. Here's another problem. You can kind of do this, but what's happening right here?
Thank you. I was like, I'm telling Nicholas.
Nicholas kept putting a guy there. He built a tank there, a guy there. What are you doing with that? There's nobody threatening this any longer. This army jacked off.
Yeah.
This army... why weren't the British building ships? I mean, you can do this. Look at all this you
That's
got
what
going
I
here.
said.
You have this handled. Don't overpower it. You should have been building ships here along with him.
As I told
That's
him,
where you
Nicholas
get
is
the
like-
double whammy.
Nicholas is like, I'm focusing here. I'm like, okay.
Exactly. Well,
okay, what
dude,
have you
this
said?
is an entire wasted army. You know, the taxpayers would be screaming bloody murder if you built this kind of defense and never used it. You didn't use it. How long did you let my transports live here? The plane should have just flown out and killed them. I mean, you did nothing, absolutely
My one
nothing.
sub took them out.
And I didn't want to keep, I was going to say some, but I thought, shoot, there's $100 on this line, and this is what I count on, you not doing stuff. Well, I'm just saying, this needs to be taken care of. I mean, you're collecting $30 a turn. If the Americans can send you something, let's say one aircraft carrier, and you build a couple destroyers, and maybe he builds you a cruiser, all that sitting right there, can I attack that? I mean, maybe with subs, but you're going to come in eventually. I mean, look how long it took me to build those subs.
Yeah.
And then you put transports there, and then he's doing. All of a sudden, you have this army right here, and Liam goes this way, you go that way. I mean, you guys are. It's almost like you're fighting this game with one hand tied behind your back, and you're not going to win that way. Oh, so anyways,
nice.
that's the only other thing is right there. Nothing
I was
happened,
trying to give myself a little bit of an extra
and
challenge.
none of you guys saying anything to him to do something.
Well, I'm
I
focusing
didn't.
on
You remember?
myself.
You didn't say build ships. There.
No, Christopher, here's the thing. Stalin's saying, like bringing out ideas, but when we ask him, should we? He's like, oh no, and then just like going back on his word.
Who? Stalin?
Stalin, yeah. He said
So
attack
Stalin would say something,
this.
but then
He said attack this. So then we lined up our ships, and I was like, should I attack this, Christopher? He's like,
he backed out.
no. I was like, okay.
yeah. I mean,
complaining.
You were complaining.
all right. So we have everybody's thoughts. Everybody, you know where you screwed up. You know where you screwed up. Russia, I can honestly say I don't know what to do there unless I'm playing it. I thought you counterattacked me pretty good. I don't know what else you can do. You got two flipping armies coming at you. What are you going to do? Everybody else needed to do something. And look, I still own all of Europe.
Russia was fighting the war.
America got on there once. America got on there
I
once.
was very happy America.
But he ain't losing anything, and he's keeping me guessing. He's making me spend money, but I have money to spend. You worse than the British. You have so much taxpayer wasted money here. It's unbelievable, and you're not doing nothing with it. Okay, that needs to change. That needs to change. All right. So is that it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So no $100 for you guys.
Next time.